Hello viewers, today I would request all of you to watch what I am going to say till the end, because what I am going to talk about concerns me as a woman and concerns you and women around you. When we look at our courts, we look at it as an institution that is meant to impart justice. Especially when it comes to cases like rape, sexual harassment, courts play an important role in providing justice to the victim. The court may not be able to heal the trauma, but at least legally they can impart justice in a sense that they can punish the guilty. On Monday, the Supreme Court of India stayed the arrest of a man, a government employee from Maharashtra, who is accused of raping his relative when she was a minor. Not only this, the bench headed by Chief Justice of India, S.A. Bobde, asked the man whether he would marry the girl. The court asked him whether he would marry the girl he raped. The accused, who faces charges under the POCSO, that is Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, had applied for bail and had sought protection from the arrest. He is accused of raping the girl in 2014-15 when she was a minor and she was studying in class 9. Now let me delve a little deeper into the case at hand. According to the victim's complaint, the accused used to follow her, who was then a minor, on her way to school. One day, when the family members of the girl were out of town, he entered the house through back door. He gagged the victim's mouth, tied her hands and legs, and committed rape upon her. He then threatened the victim that he would throw acid on her face if she spoke about this to anyone. He also threatened to harm her family members, and using these threats, he repeatedly raped the victim around 10 to 12 times. One day, the victim attempted to commit suicide but was stopped by her mother. The victim and her mother then went to the police station to lodge a complaint against the accused. However, at that point of time, the mother of the accused stopped them from doing so, promising that she would get her son married to the victim once the victim turns 18. It was further alleged that his mother made the victim's illiterate mother sign an undertaking on stamp paper that there was an affair between their children and that the sexual relations were consensual. However, when the victim attained majority, that is 18 years of age, the petitioner's mother refused to facilitate the marriage between the two, and this prompted the victim to file a complaint against the petitioner. Now, on the basis of this complaint, an FIR was registered for charges under Section 376, which is punishment for rape, Section 417, which is punishment for cheating, Section 506, which is punishment for criminal intimidation of the Indian Penal Code, and under Section 4, that is punishment for penetrative sexual assault, and Section 12, that is punishment for sexual harassment of the POCSO Act 2012. Now, the accused, whose bail was set aside by the Bombay High Court, told the Supreme Court since he refused to marry the victim as promised earlier, the complaint was filed against him. Now, if the details of the case were not horrific enough, that the man was accused of stalking a minor girl, that he was accused of harassing her, that he is accused of raping her and threatening with acid attack, and that he is accused of raping the girl repeatedly using this threat that the victim wanted to take her own life. As if the trauma was not enough, here is what the court said next, and I quote, "If you want to marry, we can help you. If not, you lose your job and go to jail. You seduced the girl and raped her." This is what, according to reports, Chief Justice of India, S.A. Bobde, told the lawyer of the accused, who said that his client could lose his job. The Chief Justice of India also said, and I quote, "You should have thought before seducing and raping the young girl. You knew you are a government servant. And also that we are not forcing you to marry. Let us know if you will. Otherwise, you will say we are forcing you to marry her." Now, the accused later reportedly told the apex court that he cannot marry the victim as he is already married. Now, let me tell you what is astonishing, rather outrageous about this entire conversation. The man who is charged under POCSO, accused of raping a minor, applies for a relief in Supreme Court. The Supreme Court bench, in as much crude, patriarchal and insensitive language, tells him, You should have thought before seducing and raping the young girl. And thought about what? Losing the job? Well, but it doesn't stop at that. The court goes a step further and asks him, will he marry the girl he is accused of raping? The court maybe believes the evil of rape will be tackled by asking the offender to marry the victim. The horrible fact is this: the conversation does not seem to take into consideration that it is about a living, breathing human being who has been wronged, who has been tortured, who has been threatened, who has been raped, tormented, and not an object who you can hand over to just someone. Did the court think even once to ask the woman whether she wants to marry the accused? Under which section or law does court get the ownership over women? Will court or the judges decide who women should marry? Don't raped women have authority over their own life decisions? Ironically enough, the woman in her complaint says she was raped. She was violated, denied consent, and when the court asked the accused if he would marry her, she was denied this consent once again. Now leave all of these arguments aside. The victim was minor when she was raped repeatedly. What kind of message does this entire episode give out to the country where child sexual abuse is still a big social issue? What is more problematic about the case is this: marriage to the offender is viewed as justice. This is problematic because this is not the first time it has happened. The fact that this comes from the apex judicial body has been shocking and disappointing, but already several courts across the country have given out similar rulings. Take for example this case. According to an NDTV report, a rape accused from Punjab was allowed to walk free by the Supreme Court provided he married the victim. Isn't this a dangerous precedence? But again, the victim's fate here is decided by the court. Lastly, the point that we have to discuss the cases of rapes like this tells us how much have we succeeded in actually addressing the social evil of rape and sexual abuse. That we feel the need to discuss the crime committed and the conversation like these that give no relief to the victim but inflict more and more pain is in itself a telling reminder for all of us. And that is why I object to this, my lord. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Hello everyone. HW News English is 2 years old now. When we started this venture, we promised ourselves one thing: that news should remain free, because right to know is the right of every Indian. But to keep news free for everyone, we need support from some of you. And thus we have rolled out membership on our YouTube channel HW News English. But mind you, the membership is completely voluntary. The programs that we were doing earlier, that we are doing now, will continue to remain free. First level is a basic level. Here you can be our supporter by paying rupees 199 per month. This membership gives you certain perks and benefits. The perks include unique badges in front of your name, a live show from Mr. Sujit Nair and from Mr. Akhilesh Bhargava per month for our members. You can also vote in some exclusive members-only polls. Now the second level is Super Supporter. Here you can be our Super Supporter by paying rupees 3,999 per month. This membership will include every perk that comes with basic level. Additionally, our super supporters can be a part of a WhatsApp group where we can have discussions and suggestions on various topics. The second perk includes a gift pack with our merchandise. And the third perk is a Google Meet with Mr. Sujit Nair, where you can join the meet and ask your questions to Mr. Nair face to face. Lastly, if you like, we would give a shout out to our super supporters in our programs. So, hope to see you soon with our badges.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.